massive claim on the Air India crash that has been made by the families who lost their loved ones. In fact, from UK, they say that the wrong bodies were sent to them. These families have claimed that there was a massive botch-up in identifying the remains of their loved ones. There was a DNA mismatch that was flagged by coroner in London, and the funeral plans that went haywire. The families are completely distraught. They've claimed that the body of unknown that was sent in that coffin to them, and there was no one to bury. Nalini Sharma joining us live with further details. Nalini, this is extremely shocking and rather scary that first these families lose their loved ones and then the mortal remains they get are not even correct. What are the claims being made by these families?
Well, Suresha, we are given to understand this through their lawyers who are based in London, who are representing multiple families, that at least with two families who were UK residents, this has happened. One family was forced to abandon the funeral plans after they were informed by the coroner that the DNA does not match the remains that have been received in the coffin that had flown in from India to the UK. And in another family's case, what the coroner found was that there were two separate passengers whose remains had been mixed in the same coffin. So that family was forced to separate the remains of their family member from the other person's remains before carrying on with the funeral processes. So what the lawyers have said is that the families are very distressed at what has happened, and after this information has come out from two families, other families are also concerned that they might not have received the right remains, and for this they have sought an official inquiry into the matter. What the lawyers are claiming is that the chain of custody of these remains was not done properly when the bodies were being identified, and they're trying to determine exactly what was the process through which these bodies were identified, and then how were they sent all the way from India to the UK, what was the chain of custody, and was that done properly or not. Only on the basis of that they will be able to determine as to whether or not there were any lapses regarding this entire process. But families understandably very devastated by exactly what's happened, because a lot of them are saying that they've not even had the chance to give a farewell, to give a funeral to their family members who had lost their lives, and especially now with them receiving the wrong remains, they're even more distressed than they were earlier.
Oh yes, of course, and this is extremely unfortunate, Nalini. At the moment, I want to thank you for getting